Hey everybody, wanted to do a review of these Mr. Heater Big Buddy Heater, and they also have the one size down Buddy Heater. These things we've been having some like hurricane force winds here in the valley, and there's been a lot of wind damage, a lot of power outages. So I have these. It's good to have a generator, but if you don't have a generator and you're looking to keep some heat in your house. Now, depending on how big your house is, I think this particular size one is rated for 450 square feet. So this isn't, if you have a big house, this isn't going to heat my whole house, but it'll keep it from getting freezing inside. It'll take the edge off. You're probably still going to, if your power goes out and you don't have heat for an extended period of time, probably still going to be wearing 2 pairs of socks or wool socks, layering up inside, but this will keep it from getting freezing in your house if you don't have a wood stove or some other secondary heating. So this runs on propane. This particular model, the Big Buddy model, it comes with a AAA battery because it has an electric ignition. It's right here. Pull this plug, unscrew the plug. The battery goes in, the cap tells you which orientation to put the battery in, which is the, positive out, I'm pretty sure, but double check with the plug. This can hold 2 1-gallon propane bottles, one on each side. And they just screw in here. Now, Mr. Heater sells accessories for this, so it hoses, adapters, fuel filters, all sorts of stuff like that. There's a bunch of Mr. Heater accessories that will allow this to hook up to a bigger propane tank. If you're hooking up to a refillable propane tank, they recommend that you get the fuel filter, so that way any contaminants in the hose or in the tank itself don't make its way into your heater and foul up any of the inner workings. Yeah, these things are super nice. Let's see here, we'll go to turn it on. Hear the clicking for the pilot light. You hold it down. See the flame right there? Once it is lit, you can turn it to one of your settings. So this is on the low setting, so it's only going to light up on one side. You can see it there, and that side will start glowing and getting hot. They have some of the attachments they have are different pipes and stuff like that, so you could run multiple things off of one tank. And yeah, I mainly have this because one year the breaker blew in my garage, so the power wasn't out to my house, but the GFCI tripped in my garage, and that's where my wellhead is, or not my wellhead, but my hot water heater and the pump and everything to bring the water into the house. So my garage went out because that GFCI popped that was running my space heater in my garage that's piped in with natural gas, and didn't realize it right away because I keep my garage at 55, so it's not comfortable temperature, but it's warm enough that nothing will freeze in there. So anyway, we were living our life inside, and all of a sudden water didn't work. I went out and checked it, realized that it was at freezing temperatures. It was below 30 degrees in my garage, and I was able to get on it fast enough with a little space heater and warm that up so I didn't have any burst pipes, I didn't have any cracks or anything like that. So there's no permanent damage, but that put it in my mind. So I have one of these, the smaller one, for the garage water room, mechanical room, and then I have one each of these bigger ones one to run downstairs, one to run upstairs, in the case that we're out of power for an extended period of time. In this current windstorm, the longest we were out was about 12 hours, so the house was starting to get cold. You know, I came home from work, door opens, lets me in. Lindsay comes home from work, door opens. Dogs need to go out to use the restroom, stuff like that. Doors open and close, you lose heat in the house. So that's what these are for. Keep us from freezing to death here in Alaska. I think it was right around 10 degrees whenever I checked the other day, whenever it was on Saturday, whenever it was the wind was really kicking up. And yeah, so that's what I use these for. I got these at Sportsman's Warehouse, and they had a bunch of the accessories there also. So that works. They also sell little 1 gallon propane bottles that fit inside of this, just like these disposable green ones do. They come empty, so I bought a couple of them and then didn't realize they were empty. So the big clue that they were empty is that they were selling them inside and not outside storage like they do with the Blue Rhino and stuff like that. So one thing to keep in mind. Yeah, works really good, puts out nice heat, not heavy, so you can carry it around upstairs, downstairs without you know, hurting your back or straining yourself. I give it 2 thumbs up. Works pretty good. Now that I have them, I think they're a good solution for camping. Like if you have a big tent, now you're gonna have to be careful because this isn't electric, so I don't think it has the a lot of the electric space heater type things. They have the sensor in them, so if it tips over and falls on its face, they shut down. This isn't going to have that, and these things get red hot. So if you're using this inside enclosed space like a tent or something, one, you don't want to have this pointed like at your tent wall and melt a hole in it. 2, you're going to want to be careful not to knock it over, or you know, while you're sleeping or while you're coming in and out, and have it damage your tent, light stuff on fire, cause catastrophe. But something like this, or if you have a cabin and you want to that's, you know, off grid, doesn't have heat piped into it through natural gas or electricity, and if you want an auxiliary for your wood stove or something like this might be good. So I like it, and hopefully this helps.